I've got another activity for you if you're working with dialogue or trying to spice up your dialogue or just do something different with dialogue. It's using a tool that we all have access to, a free tool, and it's YouTube. It is an awesome tool if you want to play with dialogue. Now, to get started, first of all, go to your writing, whatever you want, and pick out a piece of dialogue that you've written. Ideally, find something that's a conversation, even just 2 or 3 lines, but there's a couple of characters, so you've got more than one voice, and we'll play with one of those voices intentionally, and then let's see what that does to the rest of the voices, how it impacts the dialogue. Here's the idea. Find your dialogue, whatever it might be, and then go to YouTube and just do a quick search for schizophrenia. We're not looking for the doctors talking about it. We're looking for some amazing people who have posted on YouTube who are schizophrenic. They are dealing with schizophrenia, sometimes successfully, sometimes not successfully, but they have taken the courageous step of going online and sharing what it means, what it feels like, what the experience is of being a schizophrenic. Our goal is not necessarily to analyze what they're saying, but just how are they talking? Listen to it. How are they using words? How does someone experiencing a schizophrenic episode, words, pauses, stuttering, all of those types of things, just, what is that experience? After you've done that, you might do a quick search for depression. Do the same thing. We're not looking for an article about depression or a video. We're looking for, I just saw a very cool one of a young man he said, I'm having one of those days. And, after listening to the schizophrenic going all over like this, and then this guy like this, it's an amazing contrast in what it's like as people actually talk. The goal here is we want to write dialogue not to fit how we write, but to write dialogue that matches how we actually talk. You could also do a search for narcissism, do a search for angry man or angry woman, and you'll find all these road rage videos and so forth. Don't get caught up in what's going on. Listen to how the people talk, the words they use. The idea is, after you've listened to 1 or 2 of these, go back to your conversation, your dialogue, and modify one of your voices, one of the speakers, one of the characters, and write their piece as if they are experiencing schizophrenia, depression, anger, whatever it is. How does that impact? How does it change the entire conversation of the others? How does it change your thinking and feeling about the writing? But the idea is, again, to really focus on how do we actually speak. In Disruption, my latest book, I have a scientist who speaks. I tried to write, I talked with a lot of scientists, and they're very deliberate. They use big words. They speak often, I don't mean to be insulting, but sometimes they come across as condescending because they do understand a lot of what they understand, and they can become frustrated at times when someone else doesn't. Not all, but it happens. So I tried to write him that way until later in the book when he becomes frustrated and angry, and then I began, okay, anger, and it's the same guy, the same words, but everything, the pacing changes. You know how it works. Give it a shot. YouTube, find a dialogue, search for schizophrenia, do some tweaking, and see what happens. Good luck.